This conference will now be recorded.
Listen students, today I'm going to take about the interfaces classes. In this interfaces classes, why we are introducing the interfaces classes? Already we have to take in the classes using inheritances. Why we are using the inheritances classes? Why we are using inheritances? These inheritances concepts, what we are doing on these inheritance concepts? We are doing in the inheritance concepts data we are extracting from base class to derived classes. It is supported for either single inheritance or multi-level inheritance, cannot multiple inheritance. When you are accessing the data in multiple inheritance, it will not support for the multiple inheritance in Java. In that place, we are replacing the interfaces. What is meant by interface? Here, interfaces are similar to abstract class, but differ in their functionality. Means when you are creating the interface, like interface also like a class syntax, but here cannot implement the any code. It is the just existence of the class. That's why we are calling the abstract class. In differ their functionalities means in interface none of the above methods are implemented. Means interface defines method without body. In interface we are creating the methods only, we are creating the variables only, but when you are implementing the code using interfaces variables or interfaces methods, we are implementing the code with the support of class, with the support of class. Without support of the class, we can't implement the any code in interfaces. Why? But why we are creating the interfaces? Means inheritances just supportable either one or two classes only. When you are taking the single inheritance, only one base class. When you are taking the multi-level inheritance, one base class, one sub-base class, one derived class. When you are depending the hybrid inheritance, we are calling the data one base class to derived class, we are taking that base class to another derived class, that base class to another derived class. But interfaces not like that. Why? When you are creating the interfaces code, we are extracting the data in multiple interfaces we are creating and multiple classes we are implementing with the support of interfaces. So here, when we are creating the interface, either single interface or multiple interfaces or number of interfaces we are creating, there is no limit for creating of the interfaces, but the code will implement with the support of class only, cannot implement it within the interface block. I'll explain in detail about one by one. Okay, are you listen, all of you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
When you are having any doubt, please ask me immediately. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Interfaces are syntactically similar to classes, but they lack instance variable and their methods are declared without any body. That's why I'm saying just we are creating the variables within the interface block. Just we are declaring the methods within the interface block. But if you want to develop that code, definitely should need the class support. Definitely should need the class support. How we are creating the interface class or how we are implementing the interface. Once it is defined, any number of classes can implement an interface. Once it is defined, suppose if you are declaring the variables or methods, any number of classes can implement an interface. There is no limit for creating of only one interface. It should be create only two interfaces, not enough. There is creating multiple number of interfaces we are creating, but we are implementing one class can implement any number of interfaces. If you want to take multiple interfaces declarations, but when you are implementing just one class enough for implementing of the entire interfaces. Okay, if you are implementing an interface in a class, we must implement the methods defined in the interface, as well as class can also implement its own methods. Suppose, what is the meaning itself these lines? Suppose we are taking the interfaces block, as well as we are creating the class methods. If it is contains own methods in the class, and we are extracting the interface variables and interface methods in the class, we are deriving the methods or variables from interface, we are accessing the methods into the class, as well as we are creating the own methods into the class. Okay, interface add most of the functionality that is required for any applications which would normally resort to using multiple inheritances. So that's why I'm saying we are when you need the multiple interface inheritance, definitely replaced with the interfaces. How we are defining the interface? We are going through syntax like that. How we are defining the interface? Just watch it, clearly watch it. This is the syntax for interface creation. This is the syntax for interface creation. Access specifier, everybody knows. What are the access specifiers? Anybody? What are the access specifiers? Please respond, any one of you. What are the access specifiers? Jansi, Vijaya? Public, private, protect. These are the access specifiers. Already I have to told many times, when you are calling the access specifiers, when you are calling modifiers, when you are calling the access public functions, we are calling the access specifiers, access modifiers, next scope resolutions. When you are calling, it is called the public, private, protected. Okay, access specifier means either public or private or protected. We have to declare here. Access specifiers are public, private, protected. So here we are using the access specifier space. Interface is a keyword. Interface is a keyword. Interface name. So here interface name. First you can declare access specifier here. So here access specifiers, return type, method, name, parameters list, final, type, variable name, and we are initializing the value. Means it is similar to class name, declaring the methods and variables similar to class, but cannot implementing the code within the interface block. Definitely should support of the class. Just verify. Just you can check out. Can you note down? Just note down. I am dictating them. Access specifiers means. Are you note down? Say yes or no.
Yes, ma'am.
Access specifier means public interface Interface XYZ. You can note down the comments. This is the interface name. XYZ is the interface name. Interface name. Don't give any capital letters within the line. Just you can write lower cases. Public interface. Interface name means XYZ. Open brace. Open brace. Public space int PQR. Int means written type of the data type. Written type of the data type. If you want to give cannot written type also here, void method also you can declare them. So if you can declare the void type, if you can declare the return type, no problem at all. We are declaring of them. Public int method name you can give anyone, add, subtract, Fibonacci, whatever it is, we are taking the method name. In between brackets, parameters list, int a comma int b. Int a comma int b should terminated by the semicolon. Should terminated by the semicolon. And respective line, final type. Final type means data type. Final type means final int, where 1 is equals to 10. Where 1 is equals to 10. Okay, where 1 is equals to 10. Closing brace. I'll repeat again. I'll read out just to check out yourself. Public interface XYZ. That is the interface name. And open brace. Public int get data, put data, Fibonacci, whatever it is, you can take your own name. Open the open bracket. Int a comma int b. Close the bracket. Should terminated by the semicolon. And immediate line, final. It is a one type of keyword.
Data keyword.
Data type. Final int, where 1 is equals to 10, semicolon, close brace. That is the syntax of interface. We'll see the programs, how we are declaring the interfaces in coming lesson. Okay, I'll move for the another topic in this interfaces. Here, where access specifier is either public or it's a not given. But here definitely should give the public. Why we are giving this public? Means we are extracting the data into the class. We are interface is the outside of the class. For when you are calling the methods into the class, definitely should public. Definitely should has been the public. We are calling the functions. So here access specifiers is either public or it is not given, but definitely should give the public. When no access specifiers is used, it result into default access specifier. Default access specifier is private. So definitely should declare the public. So here, when it is declared as a public, the interface can be used by any other code or any other packages. So when you are creating the interfaces, definitely should place public in front of interface. In front of interface. Name of an interface, it can be any valid identifier. There is no name, there is no particular rules for creating the method. You can take Sailaja, Krishna, Rama, whatever it is you can take. There is no restriction for taking these names only for using methods. Are you clear? Are you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Next one. Any class that includes an interface must implement all of the methods. Any class that includes an interface must implement all of the methods. Variables can be declared inside interface declaration. Inside interface declaration means this is separate for creation the class. Suppose class name open brace int a comma b, and we have to take the void get data. These are their own properties into the class. So when you are implementing the class, definitely should take the own methods into the class, and as well as we are import or derive the data from the interface declarations. Already we are creating the interface class interface xyz, and we are taking the two variables on that using final keyword, right? We are implementing these interface in the class block. So you have a clarity when you are seeing the programs. Okay, don't confuse that. Interface declarations. Here, they are implicitly final and static, means they cannot be changed by implementing it in a class. Means why we are declaring the final? Already previous class we are declaring the final variable here, final. Here we are creating the final. Here you can observe. Are you able to see this one? Final. Why we are declaring the final? Means when you are calling these variables into the class, cannot change. We want cannot change these values into the creating of a class. That's why we are creating the final keyword. They must also be initialized with a constant value. We are declaring the value for assigning 10. This is the example clearly observed. All the students must observe clearly. We are taking the interface name. Interface name. We are taking the variables here. This is the interface block, open and closing. Item is a one interface, area is the another interface. First I would like to explain about item interface. So here static final into code is equals to 100. We are declaring the variable into code is equal to 100, but this is the interface. When you are calling this code, cannot change the value entire class. That's why we are declaring the final. In this final, parallelly we are stored into the data type is the static final into code is equals to 100. Throughout the program cannot change the value for code, that is stored for 100 only. So here static final string name is equals to fan. When you are implementing the entire program using interface variables, fan cannot change Raju, Rama, Krishna. Why? Because we are declaring the final. So fan, it is a constant. Void display, it is the cannot return type of the declaration method. Void display. If you want to take int display, return type of the data type. Void display semicolon. The interface block is closed. This is for one interface. One more interface also we are creating. Interface area, interface name. Here the should give the public. Okay, if it is not taking the public, it was automatically taken by the default access specifier. So here interface we are not creating the any access specifier here, but what they can do? Anyone respond? We are not taking the any access specifier here before interface keyword. What they can do? If you are not taking any access specifier in front of interface, and you are not declaring the any access specifier, it's automatically access the default modifier. Okay, it will be treated as a private modifier. Okay, ikkada definitely we are should giving the either public or private, we are declaring the in front of interface. Okay, here just static, I'm implementing the float 5 value I am taking. Here I am taking the method return type of float compute. It is a method. These are the parameters float x comma float y. I am taking the one more method void show. So how we are implementing the class? Just check out. We are declaring the two types of interfaces here. First one is interface item. Second one is interface area. I am declaring the two types of interfaces. How we are implementing the code? Once an interface has been defined, one or more classes can implement that interfaces. One or more interfaces. Okay. To implement an interface, include the implements. Means when you are extracting the inheritances, we are supporting the data into extend keyword. Extend keyword. But here implements keyword. We are using implements keyword. When you are using the inheritance, extend is a keyword when you are extracting the data one class to another class. But here interface to class, we are extracting the data with the support of implements. So implements, to implements an interface include implements. Implements is a keyword. Okay, just you can check out access specifiers means public class, class name, and implements interface name. Implement interface name. Implements interface name. I'll show the one more what is that, one more slide, because it is giving the clarity about that. Just a minute. Are you clearly able to see this one?
Yes, ma'am.
Here interface name. This is one example for I am showing to you. Interface name, public void method 1, public void method 2. These are the declaring the methods only. I'll simply explain about this one. Okay, interface name is the my interface. So here public void method and public void method 2. How we are implementing the code with the support of class? First starting we are closing off the entire interface block. Immediately we have to start the implementing for class. So class demo is the class name. Class name implements my interface. This is the interface name. This is the interface name, my interface. But we are extracting these interface into the class with the support of implements. So class demo is the class name and implements for using of the keyword for deriving of the interface. Interface name is the my interface. So already in my interface, what are the methods are there? Void method 1, void method 2. In this method 1, I have to implement the code with the support of class. So class demo, here public void method 1. In this method 1, where we are declaring in the interface. Where we are declaring in method 1? Within the interface block. But we are implementing the code here. So already my interface, we are implements, extracting the data. What we are having onto the entire block immediately inherit into the class. So my interface public void method system.out.println implementation of method 1. But in this method 1 is related to the interface method, cannot declare any class methods. Here public void method 2, I am declaring the printf statements. So public static void main, we are declaring the variable my interface object is equals to new demo. My interface object is no need just here demo object is equals to new demo object method 1 semicolon object method 2 semicolon. Okay, this is the output implementation of the method. Are you observed?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, have you any doubt on that?
No, ma'am.
Okay.